Hello and welcome to an intro to Sneaky Octopuses Stealing Fish. Now this is a board game that we have designed at storyfeet.com and we believe you will like. We've turned it into a playable online game so you can try it out and see whether you think it's worth getting hold of a physical copy. We currently don't have physical copies available, but we'd really like to be able to make them. So if you like this game, let us know and give us some encouragement to keep working on it. So the aim of this game is to collect 10 points worth of fish from all of the tanks around the board. You represent a team of 4 specialist octopuses, and the fish kind of have this triangle scoring thing where if you get more fish of the same kind, they're worth more points. So the second fish of the same kind is worth 2 points, the third is worth 3. And while they're trying to get the fish back, the octopuses can actually throw the fish to each other and at the zookeepers and at each other. So first it's Purple's turn. Purple has just got out 3 octopuses and then chosen a keeper. Green is going to do the same thing, and when he chooses the keeper, they roll a dice and the keeper acts according to the instructions based on the number rolled on the dice. Basically the keeper is always going to move 2 spaces and the dice kind of define how they move. So it's our turn now and we have these 4 octopuses and we can choose which one to use. So we have this guy here is the shooty guy. He can shoot ink at the zookeepers, and if he gets them in the face covered in ink, then they have to go to the showers and clean off. So there you go, that's the ink select bit there. This guy can squeeze through these little gaps in the tanks here, allowing him to get around the board quite quickly and avoid some of the risks with the keepers. This guy can move any distance in a straight line. He can also move the normal 3 spaces that every octopus can move, but he can also go further if he's only going in a straight line. And this guy is the stealthy guy. He can move and pick up fish without making any noise or disturbing the keepers. When he throws fish, that does disturb the keepers, but when he's moving and picking up fish, that doesn't. Whereas the other octopuses, if they step in front of a zookeeper, then that zookeeper will step towards them, or if they're not facing them, will turn to face them. You've got to avoid the keepers and they follow noise to chase you. So good access to reach through the tanks. We'll put the stealthy guy out here and we'll put our skate guy here, and then we're going to end our turn by selecting one of the keepers. In this case I'm going to select this one to the right. And so we rolled a 5, which means he would have turned and then moved, but because he was in the tank, he did all of the turning in the tank and just moved forward 2 spaces. So the rules on the dice are basically 1 and 2 are forward, 3 and 4 are turn forward, and 5 and 6 are turn forward. Odds have a preference for left, evens have a preference for right. But if the keeper is blocked, they will just keep turning until they can find a direction to go. So it's our turn again. We now have a keeper facing us. We also need to work out which kind of fish we're going to go for, because obviously we want to collect more than one of the same kind of fish. It's just worth more points to do that. My leaning on this occasion is to go for these green fish. There's a good set of those about. So I'm going to send our guy over here to get through these ones. I'm going to pull our stealthy guy this way. I'm actually going to pull our skate guy this way. This isn't... And I'm going to get out the shooty guy and just put him here. So note when he got out, he made a noise. This keeper moved towards him. I think it's going to be quite a challenge getting all of those green fish, but let's give it a go. There's actually quite a few green fish on the board. Note that there's not more than 1 of the same kind of fish in any tank. So if you want to get more than 2 of the same kind of fish, you're going to have to cross the board and get into the tanks nearer your opponents. But if you want to play it safe, you can just collect lots of little fish and not get so many points. So, stealthy guy was able to move past the keeper without making any disturbance. Squeezy guy has grabbed that fish there, which may have been probably a bit early. I think shooty guy is just going to shoot this guy and send him back, get him far away, stop him annoying us. And we still have the castle guy who can move. Now, On this occasion, I actually don't think I've got good odds of getting through to the other green fish right now. So I'm just going to pick up this red one and see how that does. And then we'll select a keeper. So again, a 1, 2 is straightforward forward. 3, 4 will turn. 5 and 6 will turn first. So there we go. For 2 was forward, forward. So he got that guy, sent him home, and then he went to the shower. And when they're in the shower, they don't detect noise, but when they're in the shower entrance, they can detect noise and move appropriately. And at the end of your turn, once you move the keeper, all the guys in the showers come out of the shower and go to the entrance. So the stealthy guy landed on me. Because he landed on me, I get to choose which shower to send him to. I'm going to send him far away. Try and get better chances of getting through to the other cool fish. So it's our turn. We can get 2 fish home this turn, but we don't get a lot of points. So I'm pulling sneaky guy, shooty guy to there, stealthy guy to there. The thing I haven't yet explained is that you can throw fish past with your teammates. So the octopus who throws the fish is the one who takes their turn, but all of your teammates can just kind of tap it in the right direction. So we can tap it all the way back to the start, to home, and then we get that fish home. And we can do the same with this fish. We can also throw them at other octopuses. If we hit another octopus with a fish, they get sent home. So that should be enough for you to have a good go and try it yourself. Just follow the link below or find it through some other means and try it out, see what you think. I look forward to seeing you in a future video.